Any questions? Does animated mean like a cartoon character? I'm concerned about that. So, appreciate you all being here. And the first thing I like to do is maybe talk a little football. You guys, it's kind of bad being the last guy. I know you want to get out of here, or you have to go to the restroom or something, but we'll try. I want to talk a little bit about Brett Favre. Well, that's all right, isn't it? Because I don't hear a lot of truths up here anyway, so I might as well just jump right into this situation with Brett. I'm a little concerned and I'm a little jealous of him. That not so much that he'd be willing to send out some pictures like that, but that he's that old and he's able to figure out how to even use his cell phone is amazing to me. Because as I looked at mine about a month ago, I was sending out some group texts to let my players know where they were supposed to be at a certain time, and I still had a couple recruits on my group list that were signed by other schools here, and I was letting them in on what we were doing. So that is completely legal, though, of course. But and then I noticed Brett last night. God, purely for entertainment purposes only, that last touchdown pass he threw to the Jets. Somebody told me that kind of fouled up the point spread there a little bit, but and then I had read that there just wasn't a few pictures that he had sent out, like there's hundreds and all kinds of things like that, and then he was continually holding his elbow out on the field. I've had tennis elbow. I don't know what cell phone elbow might feel like, but that's got to be painful also. So, I don't know if he quite understood that when he was sending those pictures, whether he was sending pictures of his bank account and his safety deposit box, because I think somebody's going to get it all there by the time they're done with it. But, and I figured I could pick on Brett a little bit, so because he's so old, he probably can't hear me anyway. So. All right, Friends University basketball. Woo! I have, per request, 9 letter winners back, okay, and 2 starters. All right, 2 starters back are who are they? Chris Jackson, Mike Hyde. That's a pretty good pair to draw to. And if we get Michael out of football without getting too scraped up, we'll be excited about that. Chris Jackson is doing well. Really, we expect bigger and better things out of Chris. He's, I believe, turned the corner in a lot of areas, and pretty excited to have him back. We're looking for big things from Nick O'Neilio, who played football last year and just never really got into the swing of things until maybe the last month of the season, but he's not playing football this year, and that's part of our don't ask, don't tell policy that we have. So we're excited about having him back. And then John Bridges in the post should hopefully step up and have a good year for us. Tim Hull will be back, but due to the faculty's request, he won't be playing till middle of December. They requested that last spring, and I, of course, said that's fine with me. So, and somehow we expect Brett Stephen to up his game and have a good year for us as a returner and get a little more comfortable with how grumpy I can be at times. And I think that'll help us if we get him going. We do have some transfers. Reggie Britton transferred in from, hopefully I pronounce it right, is it Ouachita Baptist in one of those. Yeah, well,
Yeah, Washington.
Texarkana or Arkadelphia, or there's two names of that states and cities go together down there. I don't know which one it is, but Reggie was a walk-on at Wichita State, and I'd love to tell you that he just fell in love with Coach Faber, but I think he had a girlfriend here and he wanted to come back, which is probably better than falling in love with me. So. And we have a couple freshmen that we're excited about. Jordan Lampkins is a transfer from from Washburn University, redshirt there last year. We recruited him a little bit out of high school, and he looks like he could be a good player for us and might get some time. He's originally from Altamont, Kansas, and then two Bob's from Altamont?
It's his favorite town.
Oh, is it? Why, they got a chicken place there or something? I don't know. Chicken Annie, Chicken Mary, something out there. And then we got a couple freshmen from Oklahoma City, Denzel Goudeau and Carlos England, who have shown well early. And I don't know how the other coaches feel, but starting this practice early is, boy, that kind of. I know the presidents probably didn't take into account what it's going to do to their insurance and stuff, because I know I got pumping a lot more volume already in the season. Pretty rough since we've been going at it. But how we ever got our squads ready for after just 2 weeks was, I'm thinking, I was a tremendous coach if I was able to do that. So I pat you guys on the back too, but I must have did a great job getting them ready for 2 weeks, because we're pretty brutal right now. I just don't know where to go with how we're going to select 1 through 10 here today. It's I think there's going to be a lot of us beating each other up again, and should be an exciting time. I know we talked to our guys about being able to repeat some of the things that we were able to do last year, and so far in practice I've been able to see some of it. It's been really exciting. Last year we were able to give up 42 points to Justin Diggles in one game, and we've been able to do that in practice quite often. We're not guarding anybody, so they're really listening this year, and also their concentration is just like last year, because second half last year we were able to blow a 25-point lead, and I've seen some of that in practice. So maybe that's a good thing. But this year I just don't. I think it's just we ought to wear our helmets to the game, and it's going to be a rough one, because I just see the parity in our league, and nobody just standing out front this year. And I never dreamed it was going to go that way last year anyway. So we'll probably get back to normal, I would imagine. Yeah. Any questions?
How many pounds have you lost?
More than I weigh.
I wouldn't doubt.
Yeah. So that's not necessary. But the key to that whole deal is what happened was last year was our 4th year to trip to the national tournament, and we haven't been able to win a game. And our athletic director told me if we didn't win last year, I was walking back. So I just got back last week. Now, I'll be here all week. Any other questions? The key to it is if I'm up here next year and you still want to ask the same questions and you don't want to be rude and say, no, truthfully, how many pounds have you gained back? So, that's what we're shooting for. But anything else? All right, thanks again for coming out, and If you need anything, give us a call or email, and we'll get on it. Thank you.